So what's next?
What's next? Maybe a round of golf and some sleep. That would be nice. I mean, next is, you know, preparing ourselves for free agency, which starts July 1st. So we've been doing that for the last few months, and we'll get all our ducks in a row and get ready to get to work on July.
How confident are you that you'll be able to make some moves with the roster?
I'm confident, you know, but you know, there's no guarantees ever. I mean, it's like we're playing poker with guys, and I don't know what's in the other hand. So you can't play poker by yourself unless you're playing on your computer, but then you never win. So I mean, we feel like we have some opportunities to do some things this summer.
When Jimmy Butler moved last night, do you see that as a missed opportunity, or are you more excited about other potential opportunities?
Yeah, you know, we knew that was likely. Quite honestly, I thought that he was going to be traded last summer, but he's a terrific player, and but we've had many conversations with them over the last couple of years. We just couldn't get anything done.
Did you have any of those in the last week or two here? Close to Jeff, or that just
no.
When you're planning for free agency now, obviously you touched on the cap stuff last night, and if you're targeting max type players, do you seek out potential moves to clear that space now ahead of time, obviously contingent on it, or do you kind of wait for down the road when you get a commitment, hopefully, and then you make the subsequent moves?
Either one of those is possible. It depends if the moves that we can make prior are available and good, but either way.
As you get the cap number, is it more difficult sometimes, or how painful is it, I guess, to maybe have to part with some players that you don't want to part with because of the salary cap?
Yeah, the salary cap number did have an impact on us over the last few days. So I think there, you know, could have been some deals that were a lot more likely to happen had that not happened. But at the same time, you know, the cap number really isn't there yet. It's just a projection, and but it gave us some more guidance, and you know, that changes some things. We have to make. We all have some tough choices to make.
Did you guys kind of see that coming, though, just in terms of how the revenue, like the fewer playoff games, things along those lines?
We knew that was a possibility. Yeah, we were hoping that it wasn't, though. But yeah, I mean. Listen, like I said last night, I mean, it's like, you know, you're in foul trouble, and you got some, you know, you gotta pull out of it in the second half, and we'll pull our way out of this. But when it happened, it does have an adverse effect, and so, but we'll be fine by the time free agency comes around.
I know you don't have a crystal ball, but do you foresee the roster being much different, a little bit different, more so come opening night between now and then?
Yeah, I wish I knew that. That would make my sleep a lot easier if I knew that answer. I mean, there's going to be some differences. There's be some different faces on our team this year for sure, but how much and how dramatic, I don't know yet.
Do you have any update on Isaiah's hip?
I don't. I talked with Isaiah yesterday, day before yesterday, and he's doing much better. But I don't anticipate any medical updates until we get more imaging. And he's doing rehab now. He's riding a bike and doing rehab daily. And so we'll get more imaging, I think, at the end of July, middle to late July.
What's the level of concern that he could miss some of next season?
I think we're much more optimistic than that. Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll be ready to go by training camp. That's what we're all hoping. That's what we all think.
Have you seen the images on ESPN, the body mag?
No. Was that with the thing that Jason was on, where he was dunking with waves, or what are you talking? Oh, you're talking about Isaiah?
Yes.
But
the body issue. Yeah.
Is he wearing clothes?
No, not at all. And there's a little bit of a butt shot. Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Any thoughts? Yeah.
No thoughts on that. No.
He looked fine in those pictures.
I'll have to sprint out to get that magazine now.
Any reaction from Sacramento the last 12 hours?
Any reaction?
Reaction from
Your comment.
any friends from Sacramento? Who,
No, I mean, I have lots of friends in Sacramento, though, and you know, it's interesting. I'm glad you asked that because, in fairness, I said there wasn't much to do in Sacramento, but the reality of it is, I was with Brad and Mike Zarin, and we could have been in Venice, and it would have been a boring night. So, I retract my Sacramento statements, and I'll blame it on the company I was with while it was a boring night in Sacramento.
Danny, when was that trip?
I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't.
Do you have a sense yet, just in terms of finalizing the summer league roster again, what guys on your current roster will be playing and?
You know what? I do have a little bit of a sense, but you should probably talk to Austin about that. He can give you better insights into our summer league. And you know what happens in summer league is you get some guys committed, but when you draft certain players, then some more guys drop out, and so it's a continuous process up until you start practice late June. So it's probably I'm not sure we'll have our summer league in place for another couple days, is my guess.
You have to say all your draft picks this?
Yeah, our draft picks will be in summer league for sure. Yeah, Jalen's going to play in summer league. We know that, and but there's some other question. We have visa issues with Ante Zizic, and I'm not sure exactly what his status is going to be in summer league or how much we even want him to play with his long season. So Gershon won't be healthy for summer league, but other than that, you should check with Austin.
What do you hope Jason can bring to the table next season as a rookie?
As a rookie, I hope he could provide some shooting for us. I hate to put too many expectations on 19-year-old rookies. I think that he'll learn a lot from Jalen. I think Jalen handled his rookie role with a good team about as well as anybody could, and I think that they'll be good for each other. They do play a similar position, but in positionless basketball, they could easily play together. I mean, Jason played some point guard in high school. He can handle the ball, he can shoot the ball, he can create offense. But you know, it's different in the NBA than it is in the ACC, as good as the ACC is. So I don't know what he'll be able to provide for us, but I'm confident that at some point he will be able to provide for us.
Did Pags give you a raise for drafting Jason?
No, Pags is not. I mean, Pags loves his Duke Blue Devils, and he's been going to all the games. I mean, Pags is unbelievable, by the way. I mean, he'll be in Beijing one night and in Cameron Indoor Stadium at the game the next day, to a Celtics game the next night, and in Beirut the next day. I mean, he's like unbelievable. The guy's all over the world, and I mean, but he loves his Celtic basketball and Duke basketball. But I got a feeling that now that we got a Dookie and his son has graduated from Duke, that he'll probably be at more Celtics games and fewer Duke games.
What are some of the biggest differences between Jason and Jalen?
Biggest difference?
Yeah.
I mean, they're really completely different. I think that Jason's shooting and skill are a little ahead of Jalen's. We drafted Jalen, and Jalen's physicality and just body athleticism was better than Jason's when he came in. So I think that, but there's a lot of similarities between the two, and I think they'll work really well together on the court and off the court, and. But I mean, they're really two different players. I mean, you see Jalen's skill level getting better and better and better, and making big shots for us in playoff games this year. And I couldn't be more proud of Jalen than I've been, and how he's progressed over the last year. And we're hoping the same thing with Jason. And a year from now, we're talking about what great progress he had as a rookie. But again, I like to try to take the expectations off these young kids, and because there's so many expectations in their own head, sometimes unrealistic, in the media and in their families and their girlfriends, and and their agents. And so you just try to take a deep breath and let them grow, and and put them in an environment where they have a chance to be successful.
Danny, you still don't have really a rim protector. Is there any thought of taking a guy like in the second round who might have been like maybe a project that's just a center that you could work with down the road, or trained up into the first round? And where do you see yourself, the team, getting a rim protector?
Yeah, so there were a few of them in this draft, and we did consider that.
Where do you see do you see yourself trying to go after a rim protector? Is that a priority?
Sure, Gary, we'd love to have a rim protector.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, we like rim protection. That's good. Very, very good. Very good thing.
But it's not you don't seem pressed about signing.
Well, I don't think that that's it at all. I think that we want someone that fits our team, that doesn't kill us on one end of the court. So yeah, I mean, we play a fast and a moving basketball game, and if you have somebody that is just a rim protector that can't pass or dribble or shoot, it makes it challenging to get them on the court to do what they do well. Same thing for a shooter. Like, we've seen, how many shooters have you seen that are like great shooters that can't get on the court because they hurt you at one end of the court? This is not like baseball where we need a guy that can turn the double play. I mean, you got to be able to do both ends of the court and provide that help. And so, same thing with rebounding. Same thing with rebounding.
Thank you, Danny.
Okay.